I love Jimmy.
Launch day. It's coming up, right? The 10th and the 12th.
Yep.
Right around the corner. We can see it from here. You only have one console and one game to purchase. What are you getting? Start with you, Ray.
All right, like I know the automatic number one answer here on everyone's mind. Oh, that's simple. Demon Souls, right? But actually for me, I'm being completely honest here. I personally would grab Godfall
Really?
as my first game
Okay.
out the
Really?
gate.
So your system is PS5.
Yeah, so I have if there was one game that I wanted, it would be Godfall, and that means I would have to get a PS5, right?
Or
Okay.
PC?
Or PC.
We're talking consoles
Yeah,
only,
PC I
though.
guess counts, right? In a
Strictly
sense.
consoles, though.
But Godfall, and I don't know what sold me was that Japanese expo when they were showing off those games
Gameplay.
and they showed Godfall.
Mhm.
I was really just like, you guys might even remember from that podcast episode, I was just so jaw dropped by how good it looked. Like it looked so pretty, and the ray tracing was just incredible looking. And then the fast-paced combat looked like just a lot of fun, like just a bunch of fun, like high action, high octane, and it just got me super excited. And then I know that Borderlands, who makes Borderlands again? Gearbox is like super great with loot. So once I saw how it looked and how pretty it looked, once I saw how the combat seemed very weighty and fluid and fun, like it reminded me of God of War, to be honest. And then I could trust Gearbox with loot. Like all that kind of came together to get me really excited to want to play that. And I must also make mention that I've played Demon Souls already, right? Like I've played it through a couple times in the past. Yes, this is not the same game. I get that. But because I actually kind of already tasted it and I've already played it to a much lesser degree, I might try another game first and then come back for sure to Demon Souls, during the holiday season or early next year or something like that. But just out the gate, it just seems like a lot of fun to play Godfall. It looked really great. And Demon Souls is not going to have ray tracing, like as beautiful as it looks, you're not going to have ray tracing, So there are some features that I really want to try immediately that I've never been able to experience my entire gaming life, like ray tracing. I've never had that before, so I really want to try those things. And so for all those reasons, I kind of thought, you know what, I think I would. That'd be the first game I took out was Godfall, a game I've never played before.
Dang.
And looked really, really fun. So yeah, I would honestly.
So have you pre-ordered Godfall?
No, I haven't, because I don't know if I'm gonna actually have a system to play.
You know
it
you're
on.
gonna get one.
I will get one eventually.
But you would just rather
That's a good
have the
point,
system when you get the game.
Yeah, I feel like I have a hard time buying something that I can't use immediately or have no initial way to use.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no point.
I know I will get one at some point in time, but who knows? What if it's in March, and then Godfall won't be. Like Godfall's exclusive for only 6 months, like the first half year of its existence,
right.
So yeah, I probably would wait until I had the system.
Got you.
But
Interesting.
Mark, where you at?
So
man.
For me, it's very, very easy. There's one game that I'm getting the PlayStation 5 for, and I didn't play the first iteration of it, so it even makes it that much more of like I gotta play it, and that's Demon Souls.
Yeah.
Okay.
So for me, this game, I cannot wait to sink hours into this game. There's nothing bad I can say about it. It looks like a masterpiece,
absolutely.
And it doesn't have ray tracing.
Right.
But
It's got the 60.
I can look past that because this game looks like it's a tailored masterpiece here. So it has me sold.
Yeah.
I did potentially consider Spider-Man because I didn't play the previous Spider-Man, so that was a contender.
Another big one.
That was a contender for me. The pack that includes both the games, because that's both the games is a good amount of content, right?
Right. Huge amount, actually.
But for me, it was I'll play that game eventually.
Right.
But Demon Souls would be a game that I wanted to play on day one. When Spider-Man came out, it wasn't like I gotta get it. I gotta get the Spider-Man version. So it didn't have that effect previously, and it doesn't have that effect now. But the game does look incredible, and I know it will be potentially a masterpiece as well. But for me, Demon Souls, it was easy, you know.
Yeah, like, dude, if I was in your shoes and I had never ever even touched Demon Souls, like you had never even touched it, Demon Souls is 100% the winner here, right? Because it's all new. It's as wonderful as possible for you.
Yeah.
You know, like for me, like as my mouth was just dropped about what I was looking at. But when I saw that spider fight, I remembered that fight.
Yeah.
I'm sure you remembered it too. Like that was something I remembered doing.
Yeah.
That fight.
Fair.
Yeah, it's not, fresh in my mind, but it's like, oh yeah, I remember that fight, like, so I know as I would play through it, I would just start recognizing things more. And it takes a little bit of the shine off.
I
Just
see
a
that.
little
I
bit of the
definitely
luster
see that.
off. And I think with my brand new console, I want something brand spanking new. But yeah, for you, dude, it is so obviously and clear that it's not even close, right?
Yeah.
It's wonderful.
Yeah, so I'm excited. If there's like a collector's edition of the game, I don't think they announced any collector's item, did they?
There's just
I
a
don't think
deluxe
they
edition.
have.
There's
So
a
there's
deluxe?
a digital deluxe that will
Right,
give
some
you
DLC stuff,
Nah.
right?
a new like Reaper weapon, as
Okay.
well as like a couple of other items that weren't originally in the first.
But it's digital
iteration.
only.
Yeah, well, that was
Damn.
digital.
Okay, because I was gonna say, even if I can't get a PlayStation, if there's some sort of physical collector's edition,
Yeah,
I'll buy it
that's
just to
actually,
keep it.
Now that would be a
I'm like,
reason
I'll
to buy
keep
it.
I'll wait to have it,
Right.
you know. But if it's only a digital deluxe kind of thing,
Yeah, even if it's just
Damn.
a statue of the knight or
Yeah,
something
it's
like
just
that,
cool to
it would be a
have,
pretty
you know?
dope one.
and that'll be like my souvenir of the launch of PlayStation, even though I won't have one on launch probably.
Right.
But I'll definitely, if there's a collector's item, I'll buy it. Otherwise, I'll wait to get it. Maybe even use. I can find it by the time I get a PlayStation.
Right.
Because these kind of games, people kind of like play them and then.
They're not multiplayer games. You don't just keep running
Correct.
through them.
So-
Yeah.
So
Well,
I was able
Demon's
to-
Souls is.
But what I mean is like
At its
you know,
core, it's not like
like Call of
Godfall
Duty, right? Or
something.
like
Yeah.
these games are designed around multiplayer, so
Yeah.
you keep them in your system continually.
right.
Once you beat Demon's Souls, you kind of move on.
Because I've bought all the Dark Souls. I bought used copies for pennies on the dollar.
Mhm.
Because people, they play them, they sit, and then they just want to get rid of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, unless
So-
you're like really into trying to platinum it, or you're trying
True.
to get to like 999.
But even
Mm.
then, they like Sekiro. I platinum that 100%. As wonderful as that is, I have no other really reason to play that ever again.
Yeah.
So like even at some point in time, it's just like I just gotta get rid of this at some point in time.
So I
Where
s-
Call of Duty, you hold on to it.
I see people buying games like this on launch, and then a couple months down the line, when new games are launching, they'll trade them in. They'll try to
to get the
rid
money
of them.
towards the new games.
So, in the era of $70 games, if I could get them for $40 or $50, that's a big win for me.
Mhm.
So I'm gonna be watching on OfferUp, and
See
Craigslist
what
very
pops up.
closely. So even if I don't have the console, but I see the game
It's a
for
deal,
40, 50
yeah.
bucks, I'm buying it.
Mm.
So I'm definitely, all the games, I'm gonna keep my eyes open.
Yeah.
See what's out there.
But day one or as soon as you can, launch day, you had the option PS5, Demon's Souls.
Yep, easy for me.
Okay. All right.
What about you, Gali?
So, this whole time, I have been hesitant on pre-ordering anything because I kind of wanted to treat my PS5 like, my woman. You know what I mean? I want her to be special. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want no game that I can play in the PS4. I want it strictly for you. You know what I mean? Like nobody else.
funny, dude.
You're the only one for me. So obviously I want to get a PS5 launch day one. I'll say that first. So I was looking at different things, the different games. So you got, Miles Morales, you got Valhalla, you got Watch Dogs Legions, you got Sackboy.
Yeah,
you got
Sackboy. I forgot about Sackboy.
you got Godfall, you got Demon Souls.
Don't forget
what else?
Bugsnax.
Well, that's $3.99, so we don't got to
It
buy
is
that
PS5
one.
exclusive, but yeah, it's
kidding.
free.
But what am I missing? Anything else that was like an opening title? I mean, Cold War, but that
Yeah,
wasn't on my
Cold
list.
War.
That's an opening title. Yeah,
Of like an immediate buy.
that's a tough one too. That's cool.
What else? What else was? I feel like I'm missing one other one. I mean, NBA 2K21.
yeah, all the third-party
yeah.
AAA games.
Yeah, but
I do feel like some of these games have fallen between the cracks. Like I think even Godfall kind of
Yeah,
fell between
Devil
the
May
cracks
Cry.
because
for a while.
a lot of people are focused on Demon Souls and like Spider-Man. That like
Yeah,
some
they're
of these games
focused
fall
more
through the
so
cracks.
on
I
the
forgot about
exclusives.
Cold War, dude. Like that's another big one. Anyways.
Yeah. So so basically, I had made my decision on the first game that I was going to play or that I was going to buy
Okay.
about like a week ago when I was on Twitter and this guy that I follow by the name of Wario64.
Yeah, follow him too.
So he dropped a tweet. I wake up in the morning for work at about like 1:20.
Yeah.
So I saw this tweeted about maybe close to like 3 a.m. or something like that. And it shows that Walmart has Spider-Man Miles Morales, the PS5 version, for $29 out
What?
the door. So I'm like,
You're
what?
kidding me, dude.
I was like,
$29?
nah, this is like an error or something like that. And it was tweeted about maybe like,
29?
yeah, it was
Almost
tweeted
half
like
off.
yeah, it was tweeted about like an hour that I had seen it or whatever an hour ago. So I click the link, I get on the website, the Walmart website, for sure enough, boom, $21.60
No,
And I'm like,
$21.
what?
Even
So
cheaper.
I click on it, I add it to cart, I put it in my cart, and then I'm like, nah, this is like, this has got to be like an error. It's like I have to, I follow Wario for like the
Right.
random deals and stuff that he
Right.
posts and whatever. But, I don't know if like maybe he got like a link or something like that. And this is like a bamboozlement. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I don't know
Like
if
a
it's,
phishing site,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I don't
Yeah.
know if this is legit. So
Yeah.
I go back into Walmart, I click the Walmart name. It takes me on the website back to the regular page. Then I search Spider-Man Miles Morales for PS5. It comes up on the list, but it's $49.99, like $50 like
Right.
it's been. So I'm like, okay, that's weird. Why does it show up here on this, but it shows up 49 there? So I click that one and it still shows 49. So I go back, I click on the link. It brings me to the one that's on the Walmart page that shows 21 something. So I go back to my cart. It's still in my cart. It still shows 21, but with taxes, it's like $5 and
Right.
something cents. Sorry,
Shipping
it's
and-
like $1 and something, and then shipping is
Shipping.
like $5 and
Mhm.
something. So that's how we get to 29.
Okay.
So I'm like, you know what? This is a damn good deal. I still see it. It's on the Walmart website. I'm
Right.
just gonna purchase it, but I'll go ahead and purchase it through PayPal, just in case,
Right.
for any random
Right.
reason. I can dispute it on
Right.
PayPal. So I purchase it. I'm like, all right, this is gonna be what it is. Like, I can't pass up on this deal.
That's crazy.
Because it's normally 50 and I'm getting it for 30. If anything, I could just return it and then I can just take it to a different, Walmart or something
Mhm.
like that and get a full price game for the price that I paid $30 for this one. If I decide that I don't want to play it or something. So, just yesterday, I got an email because I was on Twitter and a bunch
Uh-oh.
of people were stating that, hey, the orders get canceled. So I checked my email. I saw that my order was canceled.
Oh,
Damn.
man.
But, however, so the email states that, hey, we're sorry about this, but there was an error on our website or whatever, and you obtained a product for a price that it was not supposed to be. So therefore, we have canceled the order. But to compensate for your loss, we're gonna give you a $20 e-gift card.
You just got a free $20.
So I got a free $20.
Nice.
And technically, I could go back to
And get it for
Walmart,
$30,
purchase it, and then
yeah.
I got it for $30. So technically, I can get Spider-Man Miles Morales PS5 version for $30.
Oh
But
my gosh,
I just wanted to
dude.
let you guys know that I did retweet it. If you guys aren't following me on Twitter, by all means follow Wario64 because he's he posts good
Yeah.
deals randomly.
Yeah.
But if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, godly_sovereign. If I do find something that's just like amazing, I will retweet it.
Nice.
But yeah, I hit the group chat. I think I hit them at like
I didn't see what you were
3
talking
something
about. I
in the
clicked on it,
morning.
and
They
it's
might not have clicked the
$50 for
links
me.
or something. Yeah.
I didn't see it till I woke up, and by that time it was the regular price.
Yeah, I know. Like I'm up way earlier than everybody else is in this group, but I just had to retweet. I had to send it to you guys to just let you guys know, like, hey, if there's any
Dang.
chance you guys happen to be up
Dang,
or you happen to
dude.
look at this, like,
Mr. Free
grab it.
$20.
Yeah. So, but with that being said, I would have made Spider-Man one of my day one purchases. I would have gotten that in the
Mhm.
mail, and I would have been okay with that. But I still think that I want to get Demon Souls.
Nice.
I played Demon Souls when it had first came out. I was in the same boat as you. I think we saw it together and we ended up purchasing it the same day or whatever. We played it, we enjoyed it, we loved it.
Yeah.
And I really like that game, but I've also forgotten a lot about that game, considering how long ago it was. So I feel like with the fresh new revamp that they gave the game, the aesthetics and all that stuff, I do know that there will be some things that I remember in the combat fighting and stuff like that with the bosses that I remember the piercer, I remember the sword, the shield knight and all that stuff. But I feel like the gameplay mechanics are going to be slightly different with the bosses. I feel like they've been tweaked just a
it's going to
tad.
be a newer experience for
Right.
sure.
So I
Yeah.
don't feel like I would just be able to like all of a sudden rekindle every
No.
memory that I had of fighting that boss and then be
No.
able
Yeah, I
to
agree.
wreck it. So with that being said, I really enjoyed everything that I saw with Demon Souls, and it just made me want to play it even more. I was just like Mark, like this is the game that I gotta get because. Like, yeah, I would love to wait for a deal, and I still have time to pre-order it somewhere where I could get, like, Best Buy. I think that if you pre-order a game, they'll give you $10 towards another game or something like that. So I could still do that. I wish I had seen that Watch Dogs Legions thing because I might have purchased that just to get an extra $20 just for. But I think I'm going to try to purchase something with that $20 e-gift card from Walmart.
Nice.
And
game.
and probably just get
You
Demon Souls
with it.
for
You get Demon Souls
Dude,
for $40.
that, yeah.
I mean, they're $50. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Why not?
Why
so
not?
definitely Demon Souls is gonna be my day one buy. So
Sick.
that's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
Awesome,
Yeah.
man.
It's hard to beat Demon Souls, for sure. It's gonna be a masterpiece. I can't imagine why this game wouldn't get a 10 on the Metacritic score.
Yeah.
It could be game
Can't
of the year
wait,
easily. I hope one of us or some of us can play that game before the end of the year.
Mhm.
So when we go back and we recount what we thought the best games of the year are, we can
throw that on the list if it is.
be
if it's
fair and throw
worthy of
Demon
it.
Souls on the list if it's worthy of it. So we'll see.
I love Jimmy.